What's going on, everybody? Billy Floyd here, just touching base on a beautiful Tuesday morning. I hope you guys got a nice Monday evening and Monday night and Tuesday morning worth of rest and sleep and relaxation and rebuilding those energy cells that you need to make it through a really great day. I just wanted to touch base with a couple things that I've been thinking about lately. Every now and then I like to jump in and talk to you guys about kind of what's on my mind and what's on your mind and answer any questions that you may have. I have no education in this whatsoever, just life, just thinking about things that we can and cannot control. And a lot of it is reaction. So I wanted to talk about having a positive mindset and how vital it is to have a positive mindset. So there are three things I want to talk about right now. Number one is emotions. So I want to talk about emotions and how important it is to be able to recognize your emotions, to be able to understand and compartmentalize and understand what you're feeling at the time, what's going on in your head and your heart, and then being able to kind of understand them so it doesn't push us to such a confusing standpoint where we don't know what to do. So once we understand our emotions, we have a little better idea of how to understand our thoughts. So thoughts and emotions kind of go together hand in hand. Sometimes thoughts can inspire emotions. Sometimes, what up, Glenn? Sometimes emotions can inspire thoughts. So let's just take one angle. Let's go with emotions first. Actually, you know what? No, let's go with thoughts first. So let's go with thoughts. So let's say you're having trouble at work. Let's say you're having trouble with a group that you play with, maybe your band. This happens a lot with me. Let's say that there's a lot going on in your life, you're working with some people in your life, and you're not necessarily sure what's going on. There may be some questions lingering in your mind that make you uneasy. So say you have some of these thoughts, and it makes you uneasy. It makes you feel uneasy, it makes me feel uneasy, and I'm not necessarily sure what to do about it. Those thoughts can inspire your emotions. So let's say you have thoughts that something is going on in your band. Let's say you're part of a band, things haven't been going that great, or let's say you're the leader of a band and things haven't been going that great. And you may think some of your members may leave, or maybe you have to let somebody go. I had to do this not too long ago, and it's always very, very hard. So you can take any angle you want. So let's say you get inside your own head and you have these thoughts, and they may not necessarily even be real. I mean, the thoughts are real, but what you're thinking about may not necessarily be validated, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's really hard to be able to verbalize with your bandmates, with your friends, with groups you work with work buddies, what's going on. So let's say you have these thoughts and you're stressed or you're worried. Or let's say you're happy and you're excited. So let's go with happy and excited first, because I'm a positive guy. I love optimism. So let's go with happy and excited. So let's say I like everybody in this group right here. Me, Glenn, Mark, and Jesse. And I saw Jay in here earlier. And Tara. Let's say that all of us are in a band together. And we can be whatever band. The Facebook Live band. The Facebook Live Badass Kick-Ass Band. That's a great name. Facebook Live Badass Kick-Ass Band.com. So let's say we're all in a band together and we're all getting along really well, we're all writing really well, everything is great, we're having a good time. Those good feelings, they inspire good thoughts. Those good thoughts inspire good emotions. So let's say I get home at the end of practice and I'm thinking, man, we had a really great practice today, that was a lot of fun. Like, Mark was on board, Glenn was kicking ass, like Tara sounded great, Jesse was great, Jay was awesome. Man, everything's going really great, I really feel good about this. It inspires happy thoughts. Those happy thoughts inspire happy emotions. So your emotions and your thoughts work hand in hand to do what? Anybody? Influence your actions. So if you have happy emotions and happy thoughts, they influence your actions. And those actions reflect your thoughts and your emotions. And they all go hand in hand, and your actions inspire reaction. Now, reaction is the other person. Reaction is the other party. So if I have really, really good thoughts, and I have a really great, say we have a really great practice, I have really great thoughts, I have really happy emotions, which lead to really great actions. So let's say I call the guys in the band up and I say, man, we had such a great practice last night. It was awesome. We had a really great time. Everything's going really well. I think tonight, let's practice a little harder. Let's not take our 15-minute breaks, and I want to take everybody out for ice cream. Now there's an action. So my happy emotions and my happy thoughts inspired a happy action. Now say everybody in my band digs ice cream and nobody's lactose intolerant. You never know. So I say, hey, let's go out and get some ice cream. Everybody's like, man, that's awesome. Let's go get ice cream. Billy's taking us for ice cream. Yay! That's your reaction. So my happy emotions and my happy thoughts inspired a happy action. That happy action inspired a happy reaction. Now, we won't go into the negative side of things because I don't like to focus on the negative, but we're all adults and we can understand that if happy thoughts and happy emotions inspire happy actions, which also lead to happy reactions, you can pretty much assume that the exact opposite is possible as well. Negative thoughts and negative emotions inspire negative action, which result in negative reaction. Now, this is the way that we move throughout the world. Now, we can't control somebody's reaction. The only thing we can do is put our action out into the world and see how that works. So at night, when I think about this a lot, most of my friends know I don't sleep very well. I don't sleep very much. I have a very high level of anxiety. I have 1,000 things going on in my brain at exactly the same time, and I try to compartmentalize well. Sometimes I do well, sometimes I don't do well. However, in the early morning is when my mind is reeling. It's when I'm the most creative. It's when I'm the most maniacal, trying to figure out everything out that's going on for my day. So I try to calm my mind, and I worked with Jay for last week, and we worked on breathing exercises. Just very simple. Just breathing exercises to be able to calm your mind. If you're able to calm your mind, you can see things more clearly. Let me rephrase that. Let me use the word I. There's so much power in I and you, and I learned this when I was in college. I took a class called The Philosophy of Personal Responsibility. So say I when I mean I instead of you. So instead of me saying you know, I say I know. So when I have a calm mind, I can understand and compartmentalize my emotions better and my thoughts. If I have a calm mind and it's not reeling at 1,000,000 miles an hour, my thoughts and my understanding is clearer. If I have clearer thoughts and I have clearer emotions, I can base a more uniform reaction, an accurate reaction to those emotions and those thoughts, which turn into my actions. So again, we're going to stick on the positive side of things. So I encourage everybody, if you're going through a hard time in your life, if you're going through a hard time with work, if you're going through a hard time with a significant other, with a band, with a group, even with yourself, I always recommend that people try to keep a positive mind. Your mind is a very, very powerful thing, and your mind controls everything. The body, as Morpheus says, cannot live without the mind. So I encourage you guys, as hard as it may be sometimes, lean on the positive side of thought. Because again, positive emotions and positive thoughts inspire positive actions. Positive actions inspire positive reactions. And that is how we build the bonds throughout our life. The positive reactions that we have from the people that we give our actions to. Now, I will go through tough times together. And a lot of it is about peace and understanding. Being able to understand that all of us are under immense amounts of pressure. John, I follow you on Facebook, man, and I have to applaud you, bro. Every time I see a post that you've been sober for a period of time, I know that I'm incredibly proud of you, and I can only imagine how difficult that is. And I'm really proud of you, bro. Tim, same thing with you, man. You've made a lot of big changes in your life over the past year, and it inspires me. You followed your heart, and that's very hard to do for a lot of people. So thank you for being a leader and inspiring others. Jimmy, Jesse, all you guys. We've been friends for a while. Some of us, it's a new relationship. And please understand that I try to be an optimistic and a positive guy all the time. So I'm going to leave you with this, and it's the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm just going to be a rehash. So today, if you're reeling, if you're having trouble, if you're having some negative thoughts, if you're not sure what's going on, remember, worry and anxiety, they don't exist in the present moment. Worry and anxiety exist in the future. If you live in the present moment, and you can understand what's going on, like right now, I'm in the present moment. I'm not worried about what's going on right now. Worry and anxiety, that's about the future. And sometimes you can't do anything about the future. All you can do is try to prepare yourself for it. Now, to rehash and end this one, because I'm coming up to my exit. Positive emotions and positive thoughts inspire positive actions, which inspire positive reactions. So today, as you're cruising throughout the world, making decisions based on understanding and thoughts and emotions, think about that and take into consideration before you have a negative action. Remember where that negative action is coming from and try to really think about it. If I'm going in to yell at whoever because they didn't file their TPS reports, I need to make sure that my emotions are in check. I need to make sure I don't bring anything else in that room with me. So let's say something happened with my taxes, or let's say I had a child, which I don't, and they snapped my laptop in half last night. And I bring that negative energy to work. If I bring that negative energy to work and something else happens at work, I'm going to take that negative energy and I'm going to apply it to who I can apply it to. And that's very difficult to understand what's happening sometimes. It's hard to compartmentalize, to understand, okay, I'm not really that pissed off at Mandy for not filing her TPS reports. Even though we've had this conversation already, even though I've told her once and twice before she really needs to do it, I'm sure she's not doing it on purpose. We just need to work on it, and that's proper coaching. And we all need proper coaching in life. With friends, with relationships, we're trying to make it through this world. We're trying to be the very best people we can possibly be, and we're here to help each other. That's our responsibility, to help each other be better, positive, happy people. What point is it to move throughout this world if we're not happy? What is that? Happiness to a degree is a choice. Now again, happiness is an emotion. It's a feel-good emotion. And that emotion is inspired by what? Thoughts. Thoughts and emotions go hand in hand. And they emanate what you feel, and what you feel turns into a physical action. That physical action can inspire a physical reaction or an emotional reaction. So today, when you find yourself in a tough spot, which we all do, when you find yourself in a position of worry or frustration or anger or happiness or glee or joy, take that emotion, try to understand it, turn it into positive thoughts, and do me a favor and do the world around you a favor and the people in your immediate area a favor, and turn it into a positive action. And that positive action will inspire a positive reaction. And I most certainly ask that you guys do this with people that you may actually have conflict with. Be polite to them, be kind to them. It's amazing to see the kind of positive reaction that you may get from somebody you think you might be fighting with. Again, positive emotions and positive thoughts inspire positive actions, which lead to positive reactions. Positive actions and positive reactions build our relationships with the people around us. That's why honestly, that's why I get along with people. And we have fun when we hang out. I try to inspire people to be themselves. I try to inspire people to be happy by being happy. So I encourage you guys today, when you run into a hard time, if you run into a problem, if you run into a stressful situation, really think about it. Compartmentalize and realize what your actions cause. So if Mandy doesn't file her TPS reports again, and you going in and scolding her time and time again isn't turning into the reaction that you necessarily need, then maybe your action is what needs to be updated. Maybe talking to Mandy, and instead of scolding her, instead of getting angry with her, instead of, whatever, writing her up, work with her, sit with her, see if you can figure out what's going on. See if you guys can work together to find a better resolution, to where she doesn't have to worry about you coming in anymore and getting upset that she's not filing her TPS reports. And you don't have to worry about Mandy not filing her TPS reports. Now again, it's an ongoing relationship and it takes time. It takes a lot of time sometimes. We create our own reality. And our own reality is created by our actions. Our actions are inspired by our thoughts and emotions. Our thoughts and emotions, that's up to us. So don't get too deep in your own head. Don't freak yourself out. And remember, if you're feeling negative or positive thoughts, try to understand where they're coming from and turn them into a positive action. And watch that positive action reverberate through your workplace, through your home, through your band, through your friends, and through your family. And hopefully, it'll inspire positive reaction. That's all I'm going to say today, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with me on this Tuesday morning. Stay out of trouble. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please put them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you in any way whatsoever, please share it with your friends. Please share it with your family. We're all here together. We're all in it together. We're all a big team. We're here to try to keep each other happy, healthy, and moving forward. Well, from my 2001 Toyota Celica on the way to work, my name is Billy Floyd. I will talk to you guys soon. Stay out of trouble, guys. I love you. Bye.